The Slipfence spaced wood and aluminum fencing system is specifically designed for homeowners who want a warm and semi-private wood fence, but with the stability and endurance of an aluminum fence. When planning your spaced horizontal slip fence installation, make sure to map out your fence posts exactly 6 feet between your posts, or less depending on your yard. Dig an 8-inch diameter post hole, 36 to 48 inches deep, and fill the bottom with a few inches of gravel if required for drainage. Colder climates may require a deeper post hole. Insert the square aluminum post into the hole and ensure that the post is at least 76 inches from the ground to the top of the post for a 6-foot-high fence. Pour concrete into the hole around the post to set. Then lay one 6-foot-long board flat on the ground for spacing between the posts. Then do the same to set the next posts in the fence line. While the concrete is still wet, plumb each post on both the X and a Y axis with a level, and repeat this same procedure for all posts in your fence project. When the concrete is cured, mark your first post at approximately 1.5 inches up from the ground level on the inside of the first post that faces the next post. Place the channel against the inside of the first post, as close to the center of the post as possible, and sitting on top of the pencil mark at the bottom of the post, and with a level, plumb this side channel in the center of the post. Then, fasten the channel to the post with the flathead stainless self-drilling screws provided in the kit. Once the first side channel is fastened to the first post, rest the top cap rail or any straight-edge material 6 feet or longer on top of the fixed channel. And by using a speed square, raise the other end of the rail up to level, and mark the second post on the inside with a pencil. And this is the top level mark for the second channel to be fastened to the second post in your fence line. Then fasten the second side channel to the second post with the self-drilling screws provided, and you should now have 2 channels facing each other between 2 posts that are exactly level with each other. Next, measure the space between your posts and cut these boards 3/8 of an inch shorter than that measurement. Slide one board down the channels to the bottom until the bottom of the board is flush with the bottom of the channels, and screw in one black wood screw through the pre-drilled hole in the channel to the board. Then, lift the opposite side of the bottom board on the second post to be flush with the bottom of the side channel. Check that the rail is level and screw this end of the bottom rail to the channel. If the bottom rail is level, then proceed to screw the remaining 6 black wood screws into the bottom board through the pre-drilled holes in both the side channels. If you're on a slope and are stepping some sections, you can either use earth dug out from the post hole or shorten up the sections that are on the slope to reduce the gap between the ground and the bottom of the fence. Once all 8 screws have been installed in the bottom board, repeat this for all of the panels in your fence project until all the panels have the bottom board fastened to the side channels. Now slip in the second board into the channels in the fence panel and slide it down until it sits on top of the first board that was screwed in. Lift the second board on one end and slip in the spacer so the flat sides of the spacer are top and bottom. Do the same for the other side of the fence panel until your second board is sitting on the spacers, which are sitting on top of the bottom board. Check for level, and then screw in this second board with the wood screws included through the holes in the side channels. After all bottom and second boards have been assembled and leveled, proceed to slip in another 3 boards into each section in the project. Then, come back to the first section and slip in the remaining boards until you have 12 boards stacked in each panel. For a 6-foot-high fence, once all 12 boards have been inserted and the fence looks complete, this is when you would install the top cap rail. Measure between the posts and trim the top cap rail to a 1/4 inch less than the inside post width to accommodate for the channel thickness. Slip the cap rail on top of the last top board, making sure it fits flush with the tops of the channels or just above, and fasten with black wood screws through the top of the rail on each end. Post tops should sit approximately 2 inches above the top of the fence boards for a nice clean look. Posts can be easily cut down with a metal blade on your saw if necessary. Then tap on the self-tightening aluminum post cap with a rubber mallet to all posts. Slip fence gates can be added anywhere in your slip fence project. What you have now is a warm and semi-private slip fence with wood infill that can be changed at any time and an aluminum frame that stays for good. Build a better fence. Slip Fence.
Don't build something that ain't worth nothing 20 years down the line.